Zach, what's my intro?
What?
Zach, what's my intro?
You are not recording right now.
Zach, what's my intro?
What's your intro? I don't watch my friend's YouTube. What's up, guys?
Oh shit, he's doing it.
My name is Hayden, and we're gonna talk about and I hate my life.
It's my life sucks, but
Oh, my life sucks.
I'm gonna go give myself a seat. Ow, fuck.
It's the same shit.
I love you. Alright, I'll record it in here. Oh, fuck.
Get some popcorn.
What is up, guys? I'm Hayden, and I'm coming at you with the very first review from this vlog. Fuck it. In Zach's room, getting assaulted with bags of popcorn.
Bro, I was gonna eat that.
Now you gotta work for it.
I'm fat though.
So I'm here chilling with my man, Zach. And, ooh. This is a hard nibble, that's what that was.
That's fucking gay as fuck, bud. Shout out to Aquafina. Yum.
So
Dude. Fuck, why?
Like, how was your day? We can.
How was my day?
We can talk about your day for a couple minutes, and then I'll talk about mine.
Some kids made my day today, actually. What happened was this fucking 6-year-old walked up to me with this huge-ass 500 fucking set piece of Lego bullshit. And he's like, hey, can I buy this big-ass bag of Legos? Laughed and then fucking ran away to fucking 5 other 6-year-olds, and then they all laughed and then ran away even further into a fucking aisle where I assume their parents just fucking beat the shit out of them because they're fucking horrible fucking kids.
That sounds like some shit we would do in Walmart, like actually.
Yeah.
But we're adults, so it's okay.
Yeah, I fucking get there today, and they're like, yeah, we just got a whole bunch of backstock to do, which I didn't do at all, because a piece of shit. And I'm like, I don't want to fucking do it. Somebody else will do it eventually, so I'm not going to. I will get yelled at for it. I do not give a fuck. Somebody else will do it. But yeah, that's how my day went. I eat a bunch of candy. I'm fat.
Thumbs up.
How was your day, Hayden?
Thumbs up, which is what you should do to the video.
Oh, damn.
My name. Oh, dude, film me
Oh
for a
my
second.
fucking
Oh,
Christ
here we go.
ass. There he is.
Okay. my day was boring. I was only there for 6 hours, but it felt like I was there for a lot longer.
My
Like
God.
it was super slow. Like for the last hour, there was only like one person in the store. I'm over at the service desk. I was up at the service desk, and like we can check people out up at the service desk, but we're not supposed to, because then if like somebody comes in with a return, then they're just sort of like waiting on this guy who's doing something he's not supposed to. So this guy, he comes up and he pulls out a receipt, and so I assumed that he like was returning something or exchanging something. He's like, hey, can I check out up here? And I'm like, well, yeah, but, and he goes, cool, and he sets his basket with literally like 30 some just odd pieces of little fucking like plumbing PVC and shit. And I'm like, cool. So I get like 10 items in, and they're like all different, so I can't even like scan one like a bunch. And so I get like 10 things in, and we don't keep like bags at the ready up front either, so I had to like go find a bag to put all this shit in. And I get like halfway through it, and some lady walks in, and she's got like this cart of like 6 boxes of tile to return, and she just sort of stood behind this guy giving me this look like, hey, why the fuck aren't you helping me? And I'm just sitting there like, that's a fucking dickhead. And then so I get done, I'm like, okay, your total is blah blah blah, and so he hands me a rebate thing to scan, so I scan it, and it's going through. He's like, oh yeah, this is supposed to be tax exempt, so I need to do that. And I'm like, cool, which means I now have to back out and delete the rebate off the thing, which is a pain in the ass. And then he's like, I don't have the card though, so I had to look it up, which means I had to type in the zip code and then look up the company name, and he couldn't remember how the fuck to spell it, so I don't know where to go. And he's like, it's Aldman's like fucking something, but there's like 6 things under Aldman's, and I'm like, cool. So finally get that taken care of. The whole thing took like 10 minutes, and she comes up and she's like, are you allowed to like check people out up here, and I'm like, yeah, but we're not supposed to most of the time. She's like, well, why did you? And I'm like, listen here, bitch, you are neither my boss nor my mom. I will not be taking this shit from you. Can fuck off. And then she didn't even have her receipt, and so it's just like, fuck off. I'm like, well, you can go look for it on the kiosk. And she's like, no, I'll just do a no receipt return. I'm like, I need your driver's license. She's like, oh, it's out in the car. Thanks for making my job that much easier. And then she couldn't find her driver's license, so she ended up having to look up the receipt anyway. Then I'm like, nice. 10 out of 10 for driving around without a fucking driver's license. Stupid bitch. Well, we're talking about driver's license. Checks. When I fill out a check, I have to wait for the fuck to write out the check. Then I have to put my initials in the store number.
Oh my fucking god. Is it about this guy who did the fucking $10?
And fucking so many people do it. It's like, it takes forever, because then I have to copy down your driver's license number on it and the expiration date and run it through, and it takes for fucking ever. And so these fucks who come up and they're like, oh, I'm only buying $10 of shit and I'm gonna write out an entire check. Fuck off! There's no need. You are an adult and it is 2017. Just use a fucking debit card or pay with cash. It's like, but no, this one guy, the guy you were talking about, he comes up and he starts filling. I shit you not, like $10.30. He bought like a hammer and like a box of nails or something like that. I don't fucking remember. But so he's like, oh yeah, I'm gonna pay with a check, and I'm like, cool. He's like, give me your pen. How about you ask like a civilized human being? He's like, can I borrow your pen? Or do you have a pen? And you just give me your pen. Or suffer the consequences. So fucking give him my pen, and he starts filling out. He's like, what's the date? It was back on like, it was the end of October. It was like the 29th or something. Like, it's the 29th, 28th? No! 29. He's like, oh, okay. What was the total? 10, I don't know, like 30 something. Like 10, 35. Like 36? Are you fucking deaf? 35. Oh, okay. So he writes it down. And he's talking to the guy he's fucking with, and he's like, dude, he's with us, like, don't you have a debit card? And he's like, yeah, but I don't use it. And I'm like, you have a debit card? Why don't you use that? It's much faster, and it does the exact same thing. And he's like, I don't know, I just like using checks because not a lot of people use checks. Hipsters. I fucking hate hipsters. Not many people use checks, so I'm gonna use checks and just fuck up this cashier's day. And then he couldn't find his driver's license, and he spent literally like an entire minute trying to find it because he had a coat with like 9,000 pockets on it. I was like, oh yeah, it's inside of this pocket, inside of a pocket, inside of the lining of my jacket. And just, why? Fucking, why? Don't stop being a dick to the cashiers. Fucking, if they ask you, how are you doing today? And you don't say anything, you're a shitty human being. I guarantee you, as soon as you walk out of the line of sight, they're just like, well, fuck you too. Because that's what everybody does. It's just like, oh, I'm going to be nice and say hi. And then you're just going to like, stiff arm. It's like, hell yeah, dude. It's like, fuck off. Oh my god. I just fucking checked this one lady out, and then she came back in and returned it later, so that was cool. But like, she walks up and she's like, hi, and throws her shit on the counter, and I'm like, oh, cool. And the whole time, she had like her phone out, and like, I understand like being on your phone, but you can like look up and smile and say hi. She literally did not break eye contact with her phone the entire time. She literally, when she paid with her card, she's looking at her phone, she takes her card out, and then swipe it, because she couldn't fucking find it. I'm like, do you have a mental disability, or are you just like actively this fucking dumb? Fucking. And then she came in later and returned it. Same shit. Didn't look up from her phone. She handed me the wrong receipt the first time. She's like, I need to return these. And I'm like, okay, I scanned it. I scanned things. It's like, yeah, these aren't on that receipt. She's like, oh, the other one's in here somewhere. She just pulled out another receipt. It could have been like a receipt for like fucking Kohl's or Shopko or the black market or some shit. She wouldn't have even known. She's just been like, yeah, and I'm like, oh, cool, beep, beep, and I'm like, do you want it back in cash, or on your card, or in-store credit? And she was like, huh? And then she looked up, and I'm like, wow, you have the biggest bags I have ever seen on a human being. Like, it was insane. It looked like she was, like, actual purple. It was fucking insane. I'm like, oh. I'm like, you want it on your, back on your card, or in cash? She was like, in cash. And she looked back down, and I handed her cash. And she's like, okay, thanks. And like, I was in the middle of counting it. It was like 30 something, so I'm like, oh, 20, 30, 31. She goes, thanks. And I'm like, I'm not even done counting. Can you like fuck off and give me a second and learn some patience? People without patience are frustrating.
We're at 10 minutes right now.
10 minutes right now? Don't worry, dude.
We got 13.
I will fuck it up. Fuck it up. Fuck it up. Fuck it up. Oh yeah, about patience. When you like wait till they say to swipe your card, because I hate people who come up and they're just like, oh yeah, here's this. I'm in the middle of scanning shit, and they're like, I was like, oh really? And they're, oh yeah, wait, I have this rebate. It's like, well, you're not really thinking things through all the way to begin with, aren't you? And so as soon as I scan the rebate, beep, am I good? Fuck off. Fuck off. It's like, hold on. Not only are you gonna not let the rebate come off, you're not even gonna wait for me to tell you if you're okay to go or not. Like, I can understand if it's a chip, you just stick it in there right away, because that's like, you're gonna have to anyway. But like, I checked out this one guy once. He, like, as soon as I started scanning things, he just, until it got to the point where it would take. At one point, he literally went like this. He grabbed the fucking egg thing and went, like, is it not going? Or I'm like, oh, I don't know, dude. I don't even have everything rung up. It's fucking weird that it doesn't want to take your card yet. Mind blowing. That was my day. It was long and boring. Okay. I had a lot of shit to get out because it's been a while since I've done this. So I had some demons I had to exercise.
We're at 11:40. 13:13 is the limit.
Can I make Optimus Prime Deb?
Please don't break it.
Okay. 1 second.
Oh no, he's gonna grab the fucking. Fam, we got a minute 13. You better fucking hurry up with this shit.
Alright, dude. That's enough of that shit. Already. Shout out to Zach.
This is the end of the vlog. Goodness, it was such a fun thing to do.
Like, comment, subscribe.
Like, comment, subscribe for these nuts.
Oh, dude, I totally forgot.
Lights, you better fucking.
Seizures.
What?